How to navigate uncertainty at work. It could be that there's lots and lots of change at work at the moment, whether it's a restructure, a new boss. It could be that redundancies and layoffs have been announced, all kinds of things. And you're just wondering how you're going to get through. All that worry is surfacing. So here's a framework to help you work through so that you may be able to slow down your thinking so you don't miss opportunity. Because quite often we get a bit immersed in the change that's going on around us and the uncertainty and the unknown, and we don't allow ourselves to open up to the possibility that there could be opportunity. So use these 5 steps to help slow down your thinking. Get out a pen and paper right now and scribble down some things as we work through together these questions to ask yourself. It might be that you want to print this off and have a little bit of time on your own just to think about it. But do the exercise. It will really pay off in the future. So let's start. The first step is acknowledge. In times of uncertainty, it's really important to acknowledge change and everything that's going on around you. Quite often, there's not just one thing that's changing for you. All sorts of things are coming at you and it feels overwhelming. So acknowledge changes around you. It's okay to acknowledge that you are feeling panicked or worried. It's okay to acknowledge that some of this stuff just doesn't feel great. So just sit with the question, what is the actual change I'm aware of right now? Because sometimes we can be worrying about things we don't know about. So just bring to your focus, what are the things that I actually know about for sure? What do I know for certain? And what is an assumption or fear? So scribble out everything that's going on in your mind right now and acknowledge, I am going through a lot of change. This is what is changing. These are the things that I know for sure. These are the things that I don't know. And then just sit with the question, how am I feeling? How am I really feeling? It's okay to acknowledge that there's many different emotions going on. It might be full of worry. Try and really get to the bottom of what is driving the worry. Is it financial? Is it caring? Is it something else? Acknowledge the facts. Just create a little bit of separation between the worry and the facts. And be kind to yourself in this moment that you are going through a lot. So it's understandable that things are heavy on your shoulders. The next step is to observe. Step out of all of the uncertainty drama that comes along in times like this. Start to observe how you're showing up, how you're reacting, and others around you. Because quite often we don't do change alone, we don't do uncertainty alone. Just take a step out and observe. This is a moment you can start learning about yourself, learning about others. How is the uncertainty affecting your thoughts and reactions? So by taking that step out, you can decide, am I really helping myself with my thoughts? Sometimes we fill our thoughts full of worry or anger or frustration and we can't quite get clear. Well, how is this helping me? Maybe there's others around you reacting. Maybe they're angry. Maybe you've got a little bit of groupthink going on where you're all together collective anger or collective frustration. Make sure you are taking a step out and being able to see clearly for yourself. Ask yourself, what's really happening around me? Let's not let change and uncertainty happen to you. Own how you show up in these moments. The next step is to process. This is how you turn emotions into clarity. So we've acknowledged that you're allowed to have many different emotions. It's okay to step outside where you're at and observe. So it's not that you can be suddenly positive. It's not that we're saying, you can show up today and be completely open to what's happening. It's acknowledging it's messy. Step three, process, is helping you to understand these messy emotions and work through them. To sit with the question, what does this change mean to me? And it might not be the first answer that you think. It might, well, change means to me, I'm worried about my job. But what else? Dig deeper. I'm worried about my family, my friends. I'm worried about paying bills. Go to the next level of thinking because it will really help ground you in what you need to focus on. It's really what fears is the change touching. And maybe start to create some space for hope. What if this could mean an opportunity? What if this means to you a chance to rethink? In the moment of process, try and create time to do good thinking. Don't just go along with things. Don't just go with the flow. Don't get absorbed in lots and lots of work. Try and step out and do good, clear thinking. What does this mean to me? Where is the opportunity? What things do I need to really focus on? What things do matter to me? What things do I need to make priority? Step four is explore. If you can start to open up to processing and what this change actually means to you, you then start to create ideas, possibilities. You can then start to explore and think, okay, what really good questions can I ask, or what do I need to know that perhaps I can find this opportunity in amongst all of this uncertainty? Maybe even play with some ideas of opportunities that might exist. What if you've always wanted to do something, a new project, or work in a different part of the business? What if that might be the moment you can approach someone or ask questions that put you in front of people who might consider that? Think about what strengths and experiences that you can lean on right now. The things that can help you get through this, not just survive it, but thrive it. In step four, explore, it's just about opening up this creative mind so you don't miss opportunity. Think about the problems you are solving, the real problems that you are solving for yourself, maybe for around you, and think about how this change might be an opportunity. The final step is choose. This is where your agency lives. This is where you can control how you show up, how you handle this, to give yourself the best chance possible to make it an opportunity. So sit with the questions. What kind of person do I want to be in this moment? How do I want to show up for myself, for my family, for my colleagues? And own it intentionally. We always can own how we show up. We don't have to bring all our worry, all our anger and frustration back home. Of course, worry can overspill sometimes, but we've still got choice. We've got choice, and that matters in these moments. So feel like choosing is your empowerment. It's the one thing that you do control right now. How you show up for your team. How are you supporting others around you? How are you looking after yourself to make sure that you don't burn out in this uncertain time. So sit with these 5 steps and work through them to try to get yourself to a calmer space where you can start to see uncertainty as perhaps an opportunity. It's easy to slip into all of the frustration and worry and everything going on around you. And that's completely normal. We're messy humans. But just allow a little bit of space to think, a little bit of space to wonder, maybe this is an opportunity for me.